SOS keeps falling in price, but what if that's not the case for much longer? In this video, I'm going to go over some theoretical trading strategies that I myself might personally use if I trade SOS, as well as my overall thoughts and thesis on this company. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, definitely hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. It's a great brokerage and you guys get literally free money when you sign up and deposit $100. You can also check out our course program full of amazing valuable courses down there in the description below as well, and our channel membership if you feel like supporting us. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty everybody, here we are with SOS. Let's talk about the price action that went on today, yesterday, and all the days combined. Let's talk about SOS in general, and let's tell you guys, or some of you holders who might still be holding this company, hopefully some good news. We'll see what we can talk about here today. But first, let's start with the one-day chart. Today's intra trading day. As you can see, SOS currently trading around $4.41, down about 3.92% on the day, and after hours up about 0.68%. Not too much, obviously. We're gonna get, obviously, of course, like we do every video, we're gonna go further in depth in the price action here in a little bit later in the video. And we don't really have a super great article, unfortunately, to talk about today. And the thing is, I want to preface this first before, obviously, you're going to read this and say, well, why are they saying that? Oh, you probably have some very strong opinions, I'm sure, about this article title, which is "Those Red Flags Around China Crypto SOS Stock Are Warning to Stay Away." So, what does this mean for SOS? Obviously, this is a article that's here on NASDAQ. It basically just kind of summarizes the history of SOS, what's been going on with all the short squeezes and everything. If you're very up to date on that, then you're all familiar with this, and I will not, of course, waste your time reading through all of this. We have other videos on SOS if you guys want to get a full up-to-date history of this stock, what's been going on, the short interest, the lawsuit that's going on with the stock, of course, and pretty much everything that's been going on, because there has been a lot of controversy surrounding the stock. But the main takeaway from this article is basically saying that all of the little things around it, the short report, the lawsuit, all of that is basically just overall trend lines in general. It's NASDAQ, or the people that wrote this article, it's a contributor to NASDAQ from Investor Place, was basically saying that don't touch this stock. Of course, none of this is financial advice, of course, and nobody's telling you to not or to invest in anything. Don't make buying or selling signals on any of these types of videos or these articles. But for the most part, I think this article is a little bit misguided. I think that they are jumping the gun as far as SOS as a company goes, on whether or not it is a reputable company. And you can sit here and debate all day, whether or not the overall trend line and the technicals make sense, as far as the short squeeze stuff goes with this. And then as well, there's obviously the whole fraud claims, right? Which is a big reason why people don't like SOS, the stuff with the fake, as they were calling it, cryptocurrency miners, the weird listing on their SEC filings. The thing is though, most of this stuff has actually already been disproven. Hindenburg Research, of course, was a big propagator of these short reports and stuff. And I think the biggest problem, and Charlie on Zip Trader, I was watching a video the other day and he actually summarized this best. I think that the problem with shorts, especially in this market, in a social media driven market, which I think we are in for the most part, SOS and other stocks that are heavily shorted by these large short selling firms get beat down heavily, not because these short sellers are right, because for the most part, these short sellers usually aren't right. They're usually wrong. But if they're convincing enough, or if they're able to spin a narrative that is able to drive down the price of other stocks, because of, say, a listing on an SEC filing which somehow proves they're fraudulent. However, they disproved that in an investor Q&A where they said that's a temporary address that would be changed as soon as possible, and it was just kind of the way, unfortunately, it was just the way things were set up early. There was a detailed thing about it. You guys can go look that up or check it out. There was an investor Q&A that disproved that, and it disproved a lot of other things as well. But that's the problem, I think, with these SOS short sellers, is that they basically try to propagate a lot of BS, in my opinion, or claims that are not easily verified and not backed up by well-researched fact. A lot of it is kind of just big headline, type of statements. SOS is fraudulent. SOS is a company that, is tricking their investors or their, whatever it might be. And that's kind of the day and age that we're in the market right now. So it comes as no surprise to me that SOS has unfortunately just continued to make lower lows here over the past couple of days. Now, That's pretty much the majority of this article, what they talk about. I think they are completely incorrect. I don't think that SOS has a majority of red flags to look at. I think that once you do even just, you know, a little bit of research into this company, you'll realize that I think for the most part, this stock is not that fraudulent, or not even fraudulent at all. It's not fraudulent to begin with, in my opinion. And I think that most of the claims that everyone is making about SOS are disproved fairly easy. You know, and of course, everyone has their own opinion, and you can too. And I'd love to hear it down in the comments below what you guys think about this company. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, we always love to see what your guys' overall thoughts are on the company. And in my opinion, I think SOS can do very well in this market. It just needs to get past this whole trial and the short seller report and kind of get back in the good graces of the economy and the overall retail investors and investor market as a whole. Now, let's take a look at the sticks. So here we are with SOS's 1 day, 1 minute chart. As you can see here, we'll zoom out too, just so you can get pre-market. As you can see here, low volume, you know, kind of who cares about pre-market though? Let's zoom in to the actual intraday. So as you can see, SOS starting up at about highs of $4.71, sold off heavy, pretty much almost right at market open, kind of tried to bounce back here to $4.65 and continued that kind of trend, just lower all day. Tried to rally a little bit here, fell down again, and then just kind of fell down all day until it reached about $4.43 in after hours. And of course, that's going to change a little bit because of the time recording this video at, because after hours, the market closed just about 12 minutes ago. The RSI on SOS at the 1 day, 1 minute chart is sitting around the 48 range. So not overbought or not oversold, as you can see here. MACD, you know, pretty close, trading pretty close together. We could zoom in a little bit, but you know, it's not going to really matter right now. That's in after hours. Let's take a look here at a wider time frame. Let's go to the 180 day. As you can see here, 180 day, 51 on the RSI, so not overbought, not oversold. MACD and the round line are trading fairly close together, so it's too close to call. And as you can see here, SOS has continued to consolidate, and unfortunately since then has been just kind of trading lower and lower and lower. Now, where will this stock go in the next couple of months or even this next year? You know, it depends on kind of, I think it depends on two factors really. The first of which being how is this trial going to play out? If this ends up being a trial that actually goes in the favor of SOS, saying that SOS is not a fraudulent company, there's no, you know, securities fraud or any issue with the SEC, you know, making these calls on it, then I think that SOS could potentially rebound and do very well and get back up to this all-time high of $16 a share. And also the other thing that I think we're really going to kind of watch for and look for is overall investor sentiment. We know that retail investors like this stock. We've seen it on Octwits, we've seen it on Twitter, we've seen it on a variety of other social media platforms that talk about stocks. People like this stock, and there are quite a few people who are bag holding at these higher price levels, and they believe in it, and they obviously, of course, they want it to go higher, but it's not really a self-serving thing. It's more of a, they want this stock to succeed because they like it. So, well, sorry, that is a self-serving thing. I am so sorry that I said that. Wow. Sorry, what I mean to say is that they want this stock to succeed because they believe in it fundamentally. Not just that they like this stock. This stock fundamentally, I think, makes a lot of sense. It's getting into the cryptocurrency mining space, which in my opinion is only going to be ever growing in the coming future with the popularity of Bitcoin and pretty much any cryptocurrency. And overall, it's a great way to generate revenue, not just for themselves, but you know, for other, you know, aspects of the company. I don't know. I like the industry as a whole. I just think that they need to get past these short seller reports, and they need to get past this trial. These multiple trials, actually, because there's multiple going on, you know, different firms trying to take advantage of the situation, in my opinion. This is all alleged, of course. I should mention too, none of this is confirmed about any of the controversy going on. It's all under investigation currently, so definitely keep that in mind. But overall, just some closing thoughts on SOS. I'm looking forward to seeing where this trial goes. I hope that it goes in the favor of SOS, so that way SOS can continue to operate in somewhat of a normal fashion and actually hopefully get to, in my opinion, the valuation that, you know, some people are putting at. Some people are saying this is a $20 to $30 stock by the end of this year. That is, of course, if things go the right way. We will just have to see with that. My own personal price target, I'm hoping for once the trial is over and once all of this short seller report drama kind of subsides, I'm hoping hoping it goes to at least the $10 range, you know, once all of this subsides. However, I can't guarantee that. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. That's just my own personal price target. We will just have to see with SOS. But overall, I think the fundamentals are there, and I think that all they have to do is get past these unfortunate short reports and trial, you know, investigations that are going on. And once that happens, I think it might be some smooth sailing. Hopefully, we will just have to see. But other than that, that is pretty much it for SOS. But other than that, that's pretty much it for SOS. Let me know, of course, down in the comments below what you guys think about this company. If you made some money with this company or if you lost some money with this company, we always love to read your guys' comments, suggestions, thesis, and overall how you're doing in the stock market. It's definitely pretty sketchy right now, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the market, of course, but I do think that SOS is a very solid company. It's unfortunate that these short sellers and short reports keep continuing to push the company down into lower territory. I do think that if they can beat this trial and really win and show people that they're not a fraudulent company, which I don't think they are, I think they can do very well for themselves in this market. We unfortunately just have to wait and see how this trial pans out, as well as the overall short interest in this stock. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. Check out our course program and our channel membership. It's all linked down in the description below. But other than that, guys, that is all we have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.